Here you
Go.
go. Good?
That's a big fish.
Full hand on tail. Yeah, it looks sick. Good deal.
Look how broad that thing is.
I wonder if that was the one that followed me in.
Beautiful.
Oh my.
That's a big
That's a
fish.
big fish, dude. Limp. That's what I've been doing for all day.
That's over 6.
Felt that bite.
Damn, I think low and slow is the way to go, eh, baby?
First big of the year on.
The thing I'm about to tie on.
Get him, get him.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Calm down. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here.
Yeah, dude!
Dude.
6 pounds, 11 ounces.
Oh my god, please get the net. Please, 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 please get the net.
I got you, buddy. Oh my god. I got you.
That was the weirdest bite ever. Oop. That was a good one? Yep.
Sure, feels like it.
Sure is.
I can't turn her head, bud. Holy shit. What the? Is that another 6?
Could be.
The second giant of the day, proving that point. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! Big baits, big fish. There we go. 5 pounds, 6 ounces. Beauty! Let's go. Got him. Get in here, you. There's another 6. You. That's a big fish.
6'10". Woo-hoo-hoo. Little fatty.
Oh my god.
If I can land this fish.
Holy sh! 5.06. Sick. Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy sh! God. What a beast. Dude, that's it, that's it! I'm 4 pounds smaller. I need a picture. Sorry.
Oh wow. That might be a 4. That might be a 4.
Yeah, it's a 4. You guys show that off too. 4 pounds, 12 ounces. Holy. Trailer's what's getting it done. Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, that's unbelievable. That's a 4.
He's still swimming.
There we go. That's a big fish. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes! 414 though. Gee. Not too shabby.
I'm gonna be ready. I'm ready. I did it right this time for once. For once in a long time. How's everybody doing tonight? Audio check. Everything's always good as usual because we haven't made that mistake in a while, thankfully. Who we got in the chat?
Hello, everyone.
David, Gordy, Z20, Kevin, Mark, Mr. Northeast Bass Fishing himself, Freedom Fishing, Kevin, Chris, Nigel. Ooh, good evening from Chicago there, Nigel.
Nigel.
From Wild Thornberries?
Yeah. Nigel Thornberry. I bet you get that a lot. I'm sorry.
I love it. Oh, man. All right, first and foremost, before we do anything, we already received a donation before the show even started. Gordy, thank you very much. You are a true champion and a gentleman. By the way, I tried to stop by to see you the other day and bring you stuff that you won like ages ago that I've had sitting at my front door. I just can never get over there when you're actually at work, and you were not at work. I brought it with me, and you weren't there. So I got to swing by maybe tomorrow? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I got to get over there, though. Bring you your stuff. In the meantime, anybody else interested, feeling a little festive, a little generous, but by no means, no pressure. Anybody can donate anytime. If you're set up to do it right here in the chat and YouTube, by all means, you can do it there. Or down in the video description below is a link to both our PayPal and our Venmo. Any and everything helps. Put it to good use. Everything goes back into the channel. So thank you for those that do. Who else jumped in here? Woods and Weeds Outdoors. Footy Fan. Alec. Jim. All right. Well, open topic night, boys. Because we've, I actually looked it up. Because we usually try and do these, like every 6-ish weeks. And it's been 8 weeks. Because we've been on a gauntlet of interviews for the last 2 months. But it's been fantastic. We've had some really good guests. We have 2 more lined up. So first off, I screwed up.
Those more. Yeah, you
I did screw it up.
We were supposed to have a guest tonight.
Oops.
Whoops.
The hell was that? Something just fell.
It's a ghost.
Yeah, cool. Anyway, so I was supposed to have, we were supposed to have Ben Nowak on, and I done goofed. He's currently on Serious Anglers show right now, which I didn't know that they did their show at the same time as us, the same day. It is what it is. So he's going to be on in 2 weeks, because next week...
Brian Visco. Damn it, Brian.
What do you
Sorry.
say?
He's just sending me stupid South Park video.
Of course he is. You can tell him who we got next week, because you're the one that basically set that up.
Oh.
You primed the conversation.
No, it was just like, you can be on our show if you want. He's like, hell yeah. Well, he didn't say hell yeah. I don't think he swears at all. But Mr. Jonathan Kelly, he is a Bassmaster Elite who is sponsored by BFE, my job, Bass Fishing Electronics. I can't even say my own job right. He will be with us next week. Not quite sure what we're going to talk about, but pretty much just like every other interview we do, it's just kind of ask some questions, and you guys definitely need to get on the chat with him. Super nice dude, super humble. But we rigged his boat up. He's ready for the 2024 season, and
Almost.
Boat's
rigged.
Almost.
I just saw his
Now he's
story
getting it
today.
wrapped.
He's dropping off of VFX wraps down in New Jersey.
His boat's going to look sick.
Oh, you got to see a preview of what it's going to be?
Yep.
You son of a... Insider information, everybody.
It's cool. He's getting his boat and his truck wrapped, so...
I believe we call that industry privilege.
Yeah, he is busy. I wouldn't say privilege. Jeez.
Well, no,
A lot of work going into... Oh, for
from
me.
your standpoint,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's industry privilege.
Oh, yeah.
I can't complain.
I
I
am
get that a little
privileged.
bit of my job, too.
I am absolutely privileged.
Well, yeah, you're a white male.
Jeez.
Is that bad?
That's horrible.
That's what people keep telling me. I don't understand.
Christ.
Wait. Out of left field.
Demonetized.
I'm looking forward to that. So the thing is, like, I've followed John on social media across the board. I'm not sure how long now.
Let's get political.
No, it's not. The only reason I knew about him and started following him was because of Steve. And my rule of thumb is for people that, like, especially when we're thinking about the channel, the show, like other people we want to try and get on when we can, is if they're not somebody that I follow specifically, but I'm just like, okay, well, like, who else can we get on here that's new? Is I have like a handful of people that I know, like Steve, for example, that if they're good in Steve's book, they're good in my book. Because I love Steve. Guy's awesome. Ever since I first talked to him in 2018, like, that dude has earned my business for life. So, like, yeah, Bass Fishing Electronics, Auburn, New Hampshire, they're phenomenal, obviously, because he works there too. So that's a big plus.
If you guys ever need anything, swing on by.
Yep.
Questions, you're going to buy stuff, you just have questions about buying stuff, anything. Come on by.
But, yeah, it was one of those, like, I started following because Steve's such a good guy, and he's got great character. So if someone's good enough in his books that he's willing to put his money behind him, then he's got to be a good dude. So that was easy enough. And then, you know, Andrew's talked to him a few times. I know Brian, your coworker there, has mentioned him several times. And so I was like, well, that's easy. Let's get him on the show. You primed the conversation, then I wrapped it up, sent him a message. I was like, oi, you want to come on, mate?
Yeah, I was like, just hit up Sean. You guys can figure out a date, and then blah, blah, blah. And then I guess you hit him up. So it works.
I did. Well, you told me about it, and I forget what I was doing, but I had my phone in my hand. I was like, oh, I'll just message him now and get this wrapped up. At least try. So anyway, that's what we got for the next 2 weeks. So next week, Jonathan Kelly, and the week after, Ben Nowak coming back on, which is going to be great. But let's go back to the chat, because I did say it was an open topic night tonight. So without further ado, no, Alec, we will not get political. Brian. All right, fellas, let's hear it. What's the best grass jig out there? No BS either. Tell me the truth, a-holes. I already know the answer.
East Coast Vanquish. Or...
No, that would be number 2. Pure grass jig, Little Magnum.
Oh, yeah, I meant Little Magnum.
It's all
yeah.
good.
And then Vanquish.
Then Vanquish. Vanquish is good. Actually,
I like using
the
the Vanquish in grass.
I do too. I love that jig. Magnum does a little bit better job though, because If you're not familiar with the Lil Magnum from Beast Coast Fishing, it is a true grass jig. And because it's tungsten, what he did was your typical traditional jig, right? You have the weight distributed between the head itself, and then the molding of that head comes down the hook shank a little bit further, and the bait keeper feature is part of, like, if it's lead, it's all poured into one shot. Well, in this case, the Little Magnum, all the weight is just in the head. And the bait keeper feature is 2 wire bait keepers. So you get 100% of the weight located just in the head of the weight. So it truly punches through like perfect when you're fishing really, really thick vegetation. And I know tons of guys that, like, they have waxed eloquent about how good that has been. You can
legitimately just drag it through like the thickest of cabbage. Not like drag, stop, have to pop it out. Like, you literally just like drag. It'll just cut through it all. It literally, the head of it looks like a Little Magnum. It looks like a bullet, like out of like a 9mm. It's pretty much what it is. It's sick. It works really well, and you can punch with it if it's not super thick.
Yeah, but yeah, very, very true.
If he makes like a 1.5 ounce Little Magnum.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you're talking like proper punching, then yeah. He's got the 3/4 ounce now, which significantly helps. But yeah, if you're talking about properly punching, no, so that's still not going to get through.
No, it won't.
Unless you were to like overhead cast straight up, like 100 feet, and just sit there and you wait. That might do it. No, it won't.
Woods and Weeds.
Pretend.
Has Andrew had the privilege of looking at the active target from the back of the boat yet?
You went all the way to the bottom.
Sorry, it was right in front of my face. It's the only one I can read.
Yes,
yeah, I have, and I've spent plenty of time up front too. Thank you very much.
So that's John. He was the one that showed us, and he was. So we're on the boat, and he's like, "Hey, can I change that to show the active target back here?" I was like, "You can do that?" He's like, "Yeah, you can do that." I was like, "I didn't know you could do that."
Yeah, it's all linked.
I didn't know. I thought it was one of those things you couldn't share.
Yeah.
Then again, it's one of those things I never thought about.
Just screen
but I was so excited
like
when you showed me.
HDMI cable.
On that topic,
We're going to watch the football game on Sunday?
No.
Just kidding.
No, I'm over football. No, sorry.
About time. It's taken you about 10 years.
I stopped
10 years
caring
past
about
me.
football like 4 years ago.
Still 10 years past me.
I know. It was the last time I truly cared about football was before Brady left the Patriots. So, yeah. I don't know. It's not that I don't care about football. It's just there's other things I would rather be doing with my time.
Probably
30 years ago.
Before I was in the womb.
All right, anyway.
So, I still had a tail.
You're just a twinkle in your daddy's eye.
Still am.
What are we even talking about anymore?
Sorry. I tried to say that away from the mic, but I didn't.
Oh, God. All right, anyway.
So questions.
We went fishing on Sunday. I brought an extra memory card with me. I threw it in one of my graphs, and I figured out how I could screen record the active target, which is great. So I had an extra 256 gigabyte card. Throw that in there, fill that thing right up. As far as I can tell, Lowrance does not have a limit as to the size of the card you can put in when you're just trying to like capture data, any information you're recording off of it. However, when I hit record and I was like, ooh, what's my source that it's going to? It said the memory card, but I think it defaulted to the other memory card I had in the front graph in the 16, because that's where I have like all those the maps from CMaps. Yeah,
probably because it's the original unit.
Yep. So I got home, I dumped all the footage, and I finally, like, because I didn't know which GoPro I had taken the card out of. I put it in, and I go to find it. I'm like, it's not there. I'm like, suck, it's still in the boat. So I've got a decent little Demiku catch that I got, and I'm actually going to be able to overlay the actual active target imagery on that.
Did it work?
I'm assuming it did. I don't know. I still haven't had a chance to go out to my boat to pull the memory card out.
It's still just recording the screen. It's like screen capture.
Yeah, there's no reason why I won't pick it up. I don't know. We'll get it. Okay. Hide that. Then we can go back up, figure out where I left off. Jumped. How dare you? Oh, Brian. Oh, Chris, I had a question tonight about guiding, so I do have to go a little bit out of order because it makes sense. I had a guide trip and my client didn't say anything during our trip, but at the end complained that I caught all of his fish. He said I should not have been fishing during our trip.
Well, how are you going to put them on fish if you can't find them?
Bingo.
Hello. I'm here to guide you to the fish. If I'm going to guide you to fish, I need to catch the fish to know that they're there. And then have at it.
Yeah. Communication is extremely critical for instances like this, especially when it comes to guiding. And making sure not only each individual customer understands what it is that you're going to provide for them and how you're going to do that, but also kind of setting the tone for how your business will operate with some consistency, I think would help immensely too. At least, I don't know, that's just my opinion on it. That from like day one, I knew the moment that I was going to guide, I knew what that was going to look like.
I would have complained that you didn't pack me ham salad sandwiches.
Oh God, you and your ham salad.
They're so good.
So one of the things, like with us, we guide very, very sparingly, but like we make it very, very clear from the get-go that like I'm not out there to drive you around in circles. I'm going to fish all day, but I'm not just going to sit up there and poach every single fish that I see either. And I'm not going to be the only one that's sitting there talking about everything the whole day too, because Andrew knows just as much as I do on literally everything anyway. But we can also explain things a little bit differently while seriously doing the exact same thing, just different outlook and perspective on things.
He gives you a definition. I just tell you straightforward. Don't suck.
But like that, we made it very clear. Like if someone wants to come out on a guided trip with us, it's been very clear since day one. It's been very consistent with every person we had on the boat. This is a learning experience, and you are going to catch fish. This time of the year, it definitely gets a lot harder, especially if you've never fished in like this cold of water. But we're very, very happy that we're confident we're going to put people on fish, give them the tools that they need to understand it. Anything in the boat that I have is fair game for you to use. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, bring whatever you want. I'll recommend what you should tie on and everything. But if we've got something that they're hitting on that you don't have, like, dude, you can take whatever you want out of my boat too. And that's just, it's all included. Like, we're not going to charge you extra for it. But it's all about the educational aspect of it. We're out there to fish. And every time Andrew and I go and fish, we still have fun, and we're always having fun. But it is also always a learning experience from us from the moment we get on the water to the moment we get off the water. And you are coming to be part of that experience, but we're going to be much more diligent in explaining literally everything about what we're doing. So you get to see the entire process and understand how it is we break down water and why we make certain decisions based on certain pieces of information that we pick up along the way. But that's really what it comes down to, is just that communication aspect of it right up front. I think that's the only way you can head off situations like that. Vast majority of the time, you're still going to get people that, regardless of what you do, if they're not catching a lot of fish, they're going to be pissed off at the end of the day. Just it is what it is.
And everybody does.
Yep.
Hence Sunday. And then I got one, and I was happy-ish.
Yeah. So, and then there you go. So he elaborated here, too. I put him in the front of the boat and gave him the best positioning, but he was fly fishing, and it was not the best approach.
I would have told him to put that shit down.
How many times have we done that with people we've had out?
What are you using? That's not going to work.
Yep. And we even prime them before. Like, we think it's going to be one of these things. And someone will show up and like, I really want to get him on that. And he's usually beats me to punch. Yeah, no, don't. That ain't going to fucking work.
Like I said, straight up. Straight up.
So it's, but yeah, like, that's the other part of it too. Like, we're open-minded. I mean, that's what makes Andrew so damn good. Like, he can think of something weird, and like in that situation, it makes sense, and he's going to do it. And we try and encourage that with people that come out too. Like, if somebody says something, we don't just disregard it because it wasn't our idea. We think about it. We think about it hard. We're like, could that work in this situation? And
9 times out of 10, maybe not. But then, depending on how you're doing it, you could kill it.
Yep. And we talk it out a lot of times too. So it's interesting. But I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. Sorry, going back through.
My thought is silent right now.
What'd you say?
My thoughts are silent.
Beep.
Just
footy fan. Gents, my goal is to learn a new technique next season. What are 5 must-have jerkbait colors and depth ranges? Oh, have fun. Vision 110, Vision 110,
Vision 110, Vision 110, Vision 110 plus 1, Vision 110 plus 1, Vision 110 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
give you the first color, yellow perch.
I know you're going to say perch. I don't know.
Have to have a perch.
I don't know all the names of them, but
that's okay. Just generalizing colors.
So perch works. Perch works great. I try not to throw it because everybody else does, and I like doing stuff a little different than everybody else. I've literally used almost every single color, like from silver to straight gold to like anything that looks super bait fish like smelty. And at the end of the day, most likely your confidence colors are going to work best for you because you're not going to be twitching it as you're going to work it the way it should be worked if you have super confidence in the bait that you're using. Instead of jumping to be like, oh, this color, I don't know, I have no idea. Tie it on, I'm not feeling it. Tie another one on, yeah, I'm just not feeling this. It's the same thing as every other bait, like a jig. If you don't, well, color does matter, but if you're just starting off jerkbaiting, go pick one and grind it out till you catch a fish. That's what I would do. That's what I have done. That's what I've always done. Grind it out until I realize, oh, wait, they're not biting this. Change colors. You can have, for sunny, bright days, have something with a lot of flash. Darker, overcast days, have something with a bunch of color. Super clear water, you can go more of like a baitfish color. You can use perch. Smelt. Muddy water. You can use something super bright, something with a rattle. Yeah, I mean, rule of thumb, I go shiny in sun and lots of color and like orange. My preference is orange in overcast days. Like something like the Rapala X-Rap, it's the black on top with the orange on bottom with a little feather on back. I have done work with that on overcast days.
I don't understand that either, but it's phenomenal. And honestly, though, too, like really sunny and high wind days in the spring, like that black and orange, but more than anything, that orange underbelly, for some reason, just that combination has stood out. There's been several times when I've gone out smallmouth only lakes. You know, now you're doing water temps in like that low to mid 50s, and they're moving up. Like they've made that definitive shift up towards the shallows, and you know the spawn's only like a week or two away, but they're getting up their shallow and they're happy, and you know they're just all of a sudden start fishing a little different. And you're like, okay, well let's try and get them fired up, but give them a chance to get to it. Jerkbait, work it fast, and then work in a pause. You know, you work that thing violently, and it's going to get their attention. It gets that reaction out of them, but they don't commit until you give them that quick little pause out of it. And that's what I love fishing about jerkbait in the spring. I've been plenty of days where I'm doing that, and I start with literally going through the whole gamut of colors like he's talking about, and they just won't commit to it. And then the moment I throw on that friggin' orange, it's like flipping a switch. And all those fish that went from chasing to turning around, they don't turn around anymore. They start destroying the thing. Mm-hmm. It's like,
just a good color. Orange is just a good color because a lot of bayfish up here have orange in them or red. Like golden shiners have little red fins. Perch, red, reddish, orangish. Bluegill, there's orange in them. Pretty much, besides smelt, like a lot of the bayfish around here have orange in them. So, just makes sense to me.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add to that. That was perfect.
Me and him had a jerkbait day up on Newfound Lake. It just must have been
5 years ago.
If not longer.
Wait, was that in the Skeeter? No, that wasn't the Skeeter. So it was
the first year you had the Skeeter.
So it was 4 years ago. It was the spring of 2019.
So we went out there throwing jerkbaits, and I was throwing legitimately a clear jerkbait and waxing them.
Yeah. Beat the crap out of me.
Yeah, it was fun.
Dude, I was like, I have almost every color of everything. And we're going through, and he got onto that one color, and I'm going through my box. I'm like, I don't have anything close to that. And I tried a bunch of other things that were kind of close, but it wasn't close enough. It
was just clear, and it had a teeny tiny little like rainbow. It looked like tinsel inside, just one little like strip of tinsel inside, like rainbowy kind of iridescent looking tinsel.
Highly reflective.
And that was it. That was the ticket for that day. So don't be afraid to try 100 different colors until they start biting, because they will bite it eventually. You can catch fish on jerkbaits all year long.
Truth.
So, and it's fun. Jerkbait's the best.
It is Dude, yeah, when you get on a good school, even if it's crappie, oh my god.
Oh, dude, crappie fishing with jerkbaits is if you haven't done it, go do it.
It's honestly one of the things I
Especially-
look forward to the most now. But when we go out in spring, like that February, March bite, and we're following that ice out
Even
line
now.
further north. Yeah, even now, no, you're right.
Now that they're super schooled up, oh man, you catch 100 crappie in a day, and we've done it.
And they hit so hard too.
Yeah. It's either a little tick or it's a thud. It's sick.
Trying to run the other way. Alec, if you need somebody to come on and talk about how to break everything in your new boat within 3 months, I'm your guy. Oh no, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry.
Well, you know who can fix it. Stop on by.
Oh, Greg, thanks for joining, man. Sorry, I saw that like wicked late, but we're working our way down there.
I get to do fiberglass work tomorrow.
Lucky you. Just going through, and Footy Fan saying, thanks, guys. Look those up. Those used all season long are mostly cold water baits. So you already answered that. All season long. Dropman. Do you guys ever use the Zappu Bready swim bait hook? I have literally never heard of that one. But now I'm curious, and I'm going to look it up. Looking. Wow, jeez. A lot of comments. This is amazing, guys. Thank you.
Wasabi.
What's up? What's up, Sherm? Clown Shiner. Wasabi 110. Smelt. Yep, nope, he's hitting them all spot on. What did Alex say? Oh, the shiniest of chrome colored in winter does something to largemouth in my area. Duly noted. Thank you. I know your area. Jerry. Hey, Jerry. 1, 2. Screw you. We were bed fishing today.
Dude, when I was down there, holy crap, there were beds everywhere. And they were all like this big. They were massive.
Yeah.
We started going over, I'm like, all these lights, those are beds. Oh my God.
Oh,
I can't believe that. They were huge.
Chris asks, do you guys know of any blade baits that are 1.5 to 2.5 ounces? What was that blade bait we got for free the first year we went to the New England Fishing Expo?
Mac Daddy.
Mac Daddy, that's the one. They make a giant blade
I
bait.
think it was
6 ounces?
5 ounces.
I just remember you were throwing it one day for shits and
Yeah,
giggles. When we were
I
out
know
fun.
exactly where we were. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh, blade bait? Okay. Thing was this big.
I remember too, because that was before we got into the swim baits, like thoroughly got into them. And you were like, this is so heavy.
I still have that.
Do you really? Where?
It's in my boat.
For real?
For Rizzle.
No kidding. Wonder if it's all rotted out now.
Oh my God, we were at the side note. Me and Brian stopped at McDonald's yesterday on our way down to Rhode Island for something I can't speak of. And we stopped and kid was wearing like a Snoopy or Snoop Dogg shirt or something. And we ordered, gets up to the window, he pays, and Brian's like, you know why Snoop Dogg uses an umbrella? Kid's like, no, why? He's like, for drizzle. For the drizzle.
Brian,
like,
you're my hero.
Brian! Can't do this in public. Anyway.
I'm dying. Brian's my hero. Bo Potato, what would you do when one of your clients is sitting on your juice the next time you fish it? So that's the thing about guiding. You got to be real careful where you take people. You got to be really, 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 really careful. There's one spot we've guided at.
That's why we use blindfolds.
Yeah. There's one spot we guided at that was the juice. But we took a guy that I trust explicitly to not be an issue. So that's it, man. That's all you got to do. I don't have my captain's license, so I can't guide on Champlain yet, but I'd like to be able to get there at some point. So when that time comes, I had to be very, very careful about where I would guide up there because there's a bunch of spots I wouldn't want to give up. I mean, granted, it's Champlain, but I don't know. I guess it depends on the type of client you have too. You know, like if it's just a fun angler, an angler that likes to fun fish more than anything, isn't really interested in chasing that tournament scene. That what does it matter? You know, if it's somebody they have a good relationship with too, you could be like, hey man. You know, I know I took you to that lake. I've got a tournament there this week. I don't know what your plans were if you're going to be up in that area, but you know, just a heads up. I'm going to be up there. Let me know if you're going to go up there. I'm just going to ask you. Maybe you don't smash them on these couple of spots for me. You know, like I would think that's a reasonable ask, especially if you brought them to that body of water. But you know, again, in that case, like, what are the odds that would be an issue? That's the way I look at it.
Jared just sent me a picture. Hunter.
Damn, Jerry. Hunter on him.
Hunter.
That's a big fish.
Hunter. Hunter/Jerry.
Hunter/Jerry. Jerry Hunter.
How big was that?
That's got to be an 8.
No, I don't know. It's that big. It's probably 6.5.
That's a big fish. All right, you do that.
It's big.
The key is to not bring them to your true honey hole. And there's that. Carl, Merry Christmas, buddy. And Footy Fan, you are very welcome. There we go. Zombie Fishing. What is your guys' favorite brand of jerkbait other than Mega Bass? Lucky Craft. Easily got to be Lucky Craft. Because that's what I fished almost exclusively before I switched to Mega Bass to fish almost exclusively.
I like the Rapalas.
Rapalas are really good, but if you want something that like truly suspends out of the box, like pretty much all year round,
Yeah.
it's got a good range of colors. Not as good as Mega Bass, but I'm not sure really anybody touches them. Good hooks, like just good performing jerkbait right out of the box. Lucky Craft all day long. The Pointer SP100, something like that. I know it's a Pointer version, but I don't know if they've changed since the last time I bought one. But I still have a bunch. I still probably have like 8 of those, and they're phenomenal jerkbaits.
I got a bunch of Lucky Crafts. You never throw them.
At this point, the only ones I have are like very specific time of the year colors, like a lot of cold water colors is all I have left on them.
That's all I bought them for the spring.
Ha! I was right. He said 7.93.
Damn, that big, really?
My ichrometer is calculated regionally.
Whatever, Jerry. It was a bad fish. Just kidding. Good job, Hunter.
No, you're right though. Like the Rapalas are good. The Berkeleys are good. Like a lot of those though, they don't. If you want something like that truly suspends, or as close to that as possible, those cheaper ones, I have a really hard time getting to do that. Wow, excuse me. You got to usually do something to dial that in. I kind of want to take a look at those 6 cents ones because they got some really good colors on those. I've heard good things. Wouldn't mind taking a look at those.
They look real good.
But yeah, like if I like for what I actually have that I use on a regular basis, that I fill it out. Mega Bass #1, closely followed by Rapala, not Rapala, Jesus please, Lucky Craft, and then right behind that would be Rapala. It's usually those X wraps, like Andrew was talking about earlier, with a little feather treble on the back. Those are like our go-tos for the winter.
That's been my like cold water. Well, not cold water. Like late fall, early spring jerkbait. That has been it.
Yeah.
Or one specific color, 110.
Mint. Mike Mello. Hello.
Oh,
how you doing, friend?
Chris, the Mac Daddy. You said you're going to check it out. The one that they have, the one that we got was in Bunker. So, Pogie, Bunker, whatever. It's 4 stripers. So, again, he does a lot of striper fishing.
Yes, he does. Chris Curtis, Merry Christmas, friend. Thank you very much. Mike, tournament Saturday, gents. Well, Mike, come play.
Crafts are nice too.
Don't have to drive all the way to the Cape. Oh, man. I can't. My wife's working.
What?
Fishing Saturday.
Oliver, sorry, I didn't send that reel out yet.
Oliver's making me feel like a jerk
week.
because I totally didn't mention the Gangcraft last. Skinny's absolutely right. I have one of those, and they're phenomenal. That's a big jerk bait. At least the one I have. You don't have to get them that size. Those are really nice jerk baits too. From having never used it before to picking that one up, that was another one of my like, holy crap! I need to have more of these in the arsenal. They're phenomenal baits. I would love to be able to go fishing for a full day. Right now, it's looking like we're going to be off the water by like 12 o'clock on Sunday.
Well, Saturday I might be going out.
Where are you going? You
I don't know yet.
bastard. You have family responsibilities.
Go down to Tinker Road and throw a glide bait.
Good luck. It's all ice.
Is it?
Yeah, it's totally
Even the center?
Totally iced in. I drove by it
Damn it.
recently. Very, very
Oh,
recently.
not as of yesterday. I mean,
Dude, it was pretty thick ice.
we had like a foot of rain yesterday. There's no way there's ice on there. With that current ripping through there?
Okay, maybe at the bridge you might
Girl.
be. Maybe. All right. All right. Joe, Ledgehog makes big blades. Oh, that's good. All right, didn't know that. Northeast. I like the Lucky Craft Stacy 90s too. Nice. All right. I like that.
In our Yetis. Oliver, I don't want to hear it.
Wait, what?
I don't like the cold.
Oh, it's great. But yeah, there it is. All of our Gancraft. Wow, excuse me. Gancraft rests are pretty badass. That they are. Sir Altitude, you guys should try this really expensive new brand I found called Ozark Trail. It can be found in the finest establishments.
Ozark Trail. And they're like $6 for $1.
Yeah. Northeast Mark, the Dual Realist makes a really nice jerkbait too. Yeah, no, I like that brand. They're good. Jerry, Rattling Rogue, Freedom. 6 cents are good. They use stickers or scales and no clear coat over them though. Oh.
So? What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. Just, I don't know.
What if they want a matte jerkbait that day?
Yeah, then that would solve that, wouldn't it?
What are scales? Scales fall off fish all the time.
True. That was actually really interesting to hear, by the way, when we had Matt on the other day. By the way, keep the questions coming. We have caught up. So now's the time for you guys to keep firing them off at us. Where he was talking about the older the fish gets, the tighter their growth rings get on the scale. So it gets really, really hard to actually
It's like a tree.
accurately count them.
It's like a tree. You ever cut a tree down and look at the rings? You're like, I can't read the rest of those. You're at like 89. I can't read that.
Yeah, you're
150, whatever.
So one of the things I found really interesting about that, I saw a video about this like sometime in the last 2 weeks, where they had cut down a tree that had been part of an old growth forest. So for a big portion of its early life, it was in a dense forest. And then for another large portion of his life, at some point they had come through and like deforested the area, but then they left a bunch of select trees. So they basically thinned the place out, got rid of the lower stuff. They cut all the stuff in between. And then, you know, it had that period of time in its growth before everything got really dense again, and it still lived for a long while after that. So its first rings were super dense, and then you got this big band where like 10 or 12 of the rings were really, really spaced out, and then you could see them get tighter and tighter and tighter until you got another really thick, dense band on the outside again.
Because it had space to grow.
Yeah, there's that like 10-year period where it like had all the sunshine, and it was just like, oh yeah, here we go. Mm-hmm. Stretch them leaves, branches, whatever.
Roots.
All of those things. Joe, I fished a full day today. Congrats, Joe.
You fished 12 hours?
Proud of you. I'm not bitter at all.
That's a full day. 12 plus is a full day. If you got a full day in today, congratulations.
I would consider a full day of fishing at least 8 hours.
For a normal human, yeah.
True. I know, right?
I'm kidding, Joe. I'm just jealous.
We go out this time of the year and it's like, man, we only fished 8 hours, but it got too cold. Like, it's the best we could do. And everybody else is like, I made it 4. That's not true. I'm joking.
But we also have... We practically just dress like we're going freaking
ice fishing,
snowboarding, or ice fishing.
Yeah.
Actually, I wear less warm clothes when I'm snowboarding.
Yeah, no, for real. That when I'm snowboarding, I basically wear like a shell. I don't wear anything insulated.
I wear pants and I wear rain pants. Well, they're kind of rain pants. They're waterproof snow-ish pants, kind of.
Yeah.
But they're super comfy.
I need new snow pants. No, snowboarding pants. You're reminding me of this. Mine are deader than dead.
I pulled my snowboard out today.
I gotta get mine out. It's in the garage.
We're going.
With the kids this year.
We're actually going this year.
Oh yeah, no,
okay?
100%.
Okay, cool.
You and I, and whoever else want to join us go out, and then the next night I gotta take the kids out, or maybe I have to take the kids out first. But either way, like
we'll do an R&B snowboarding trip. Who wants to go?
Dude,
that could be fun.
That actually could be really fun. Night session somewhere.
Be a nightmare.
Crotched. Depending they get good enough snow, because the only other night place you can go to is either Wachusett, which is not going to have any snow.
I'm not going to Wachusett.
Gunstock. Gunstock could be fun. I haven't been Gunstock since I first learned how to snowboard.
Sunapee doesn't have
20
lights.
years ago. Holy crap. No, literally the only bigger place I know of that has lights is Gunstock. That could be cool. Anyway, we digress.
Yeah.
Boat Potato. Congrats on the PB, Sean. Love that lake. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. Zawi.
Yeah,
fishing.
Alec, do it.
Just got into throwing Beast Coast jigs this year. Any recommendations on what to pick up for spring? Oh boy, how much time do you have?
What?
What Beast Coast jigs do we recommend he pick up for the spring?
Every single one of them.
Yeah. All right. What's your top 3 colors? Let's start there. Specifically for spring, mind you. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I don't remember the colors. I'm so bad at remembering names of things.
I remember most of them. So Bruised is a
good.
black and blue,
Bruised is
which
good.
ice out, cold water, dark water, like just works killer. After that, I would say probably Dirtbag, which is their black and brown, a little bit of green. Stealth Craw right behind that, which has got a little bit of everything. Actually looks kind of like a perch, depending upon how you dress it up with the trailer. And probably Green Pumpkin Pro, the GP. Well, yeah, no, just Green Pumpkin. Green Pumpkin, and there's another one that has, it's like a green pumpkin and brown. That one I can't remember the name of the color of. Like, all those are good. And, I mean, if you want, Jack of all trades does everything, then you get the Vanquish, which is an Arky style jig. Then he's got a whole variety of football jigs. If you want just like standard one that does everything you need with a brush guard, whole 9 yards, then the Baby Dozer in 7/16 ounce, like, that's all you need, man. That will do it. He's got the Maxfield football jigs, but those only are 3/4 ounce now, so it's kind of heavy, but that's like a traditional looking one, traditional cut skirt. He's also got the open water sniper, which runs from quarter of an ounce up to a half an ounce. No brush guard on it. I mean, the name is kind of self-implying. It's open water. It's not really meant to be around vegetation. Like, dude, yeah, I could go on and on and on about that.
Honestly, well, Bob, is it Bob Doucette?
Yeah, Duquette or Doucette.
Doucette.
Bob, tell us what your last name is, how it's pronounced, because I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Bobby.
Bobby.
You find the bass react to the same colors in different lakes, or every lake is different.
Oh, we skipped Carl. We'll come back to that. No, it's good. It's good. Oh, totally different.
In different lakes, every lake is different.
Yep.
Every day is different. Every hour is different. You could be catching them on one color all morning, and then by 10 o'clock, they shut off. Switch colors, you could start catching them again. I don't know how many times we've done that, especially on smallmouth lakes.
Often.
Holy Christ!
That's why. What's our like one of the most common phrases or sayings that we have is, "Color is everything."
Feeding up, feeding down. What color?
Yep. Yep, that's pretty spot on. Mm-hmm. Although now we've learned more, I would say that they're always feeding down. Or they're always willing to feed down.
And they're always willing to feed up.
Yep.
And they're always willing to feed with something directly in front of their face.
Damn right. But yeah.
Just the cadence.
Color is key, man. Color is everything. But yeah, I agree with him. There's a totally, like, we've had plenty of days, like weekends, where we've had the opportunity to fish 2 different bodies of water in 2 days and go out first pond, first day, and crush them on a jig, and we go to the next body of water. And it's not too different. Like, water temp's the same, weather conditions are the same, like, everything's the same, except water clarity might be a little bit different. Forage base is probably a little bit different. And we can't even get him to look at or sniff, touch what we were killing him on just the day before. And we're in a pretty similar situation. They quick color change, and it's game on all over again. So, yeah, it definitely matters. Carl did ask a jig question. Do you find yourselves dragging or hopping more on casts? What cadence is your go-to?
My cadence to start with is always dragging. Always. I always start dragging. I always start, when I'm fishing, I always start either I start really fast and work my way slower, or I start slow and I work my way faster. That's with everything. Glide baits, jigs, jerk baits, you name it. I do. That's how I fish. It's either I start fast, go slow, slow to fast. You find that cadence, and then you work, and then you go from there.
Yeah, I really can't elaborate on that anymore. The only thing that I do differently is like kind of around this time of the year, probably starting about 4 weeks ago. I call it power shimmying. I almost exclusively drag a jig. The only thing that changes depending upon the time of the year, the water temp, is how fast I'm doing that. Rarely do I actually hop a jig. There's been a couple of days where I've, like watching videos when I was a kid, read articles and stuff. They're like, yeah, dude, you yo-yo a jig. Like, you snap your rod and you get that jig to hop up 10 feet and then come back down. You can elicit like a really, really good reaction bite. And I've done that successfully a couple of times, but it's not something I like to do regularly. I pretty much just drag it. But again, with the exception of this time of the year, I do what I call power shimmying. So the bait is not getting off the bottom, but it's like power scooting along the bottom. It's like skirt. And I really like doing that against like that rip rap rock bottom, where it's not really boulders, but it's not sand, like clean sand and pebbles and stuff. It's a bunch of like that fist size stuff. So I imagine that it's kind of like, it looks like it's almost scooting or hopping without actually getting off the bottom. But when it hits a rock, it kind of helps itself propel over the rock without hopping over the rock. Not to say that popping off the rock can't be really, really good. I'm just finding that I have more success if I can keep it really, really low. And I'm still kind of moving it fast and doing things somewhat aggressively, but it's not so aggressive that I'm scaring the fish off. And I don't know. There's something about it, that power shimmy, that just works, man. Way, way, way too often. And really in that colder water, probably like low 40s to low 50s. Because I'll do the same thing in the spring. We get up there and those fish are starting to move out of their deep water haunts and they start getting back up into like that 10 to 20 foot range. So, oh my God. Like literally every year, the last 4 years, been up on Champlain. That's been like the thing. Power shimmy, baby. And just crush them.
It just works. It's popping from rock to rock. I've even like slow reeled, just crashing over all the rocks with like an open water sniper. Just and just dunk.
Oh God, dude. Yeah, you do that very, very well.
It's fun.
Dan, thank you for joining, man. And no worries. Never need to apologize about being late. It is absolutely fine. Sir Altitude, Pat's Peak. Oh, yeah, I mean, Pat's Peak is always good. I've actually heard they've
Pat's
had
Peak has like completely turned itself around for the better.
Yeah, they've got like really, really good snow quality all year.
I'm talking about just the whole facility itself. Like the whole lodge and everything, I guess, is redone. It's like a little village now or something.
That's what Josh was saying.
I don't know. I haven't been up there in probably 15 years.
Yeah, it's been how long it's been for me, too.
I've been going to Crotchet a lot. I mean, I didn't even snowboard for 10 years straight. In my first run, I did a 540. I was like, I'm going for it.
I snowboarded for 20 years straight, and I never did a 540. Did a 180 or two in my time, though.
I'll teach you.
I can't.
It's easy.
No, my body doesn't do it. I spent
25
years of my life like this on a BMX bike.
You just carve up the lip, and it does it for you.
I can't. No, the problem, this. Everything I ever done when I was off the ground was this, straight ahead. So when I'm going down the road like this, going down the mountain like this sideways, and I hit a jump, my body's like, yeah!
Oh, so you want to do frontside 360.
Wait, we're not supposed to be like this. Every time, dude, every single time I hit a jump, I'd turn 90, and I'm like... can't get my body to finish.
Okay, now I want to go snowboarding. Like really bad.
Ow.
My mom. Andrew's just a crazy dude on his board. Dude.
Yeah, it's
Mom, you have no idea.
Bo Potato was at Stratton and Bromley Mountains today, and they are grass drags. Damn. Joe, not leaving any days off for winter days next year. Too short. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I've got 6 days of vacation time. And I can carry over up to 10. And I know I need a lot for next year between family vacations and tournaments I want to do, but I'm like, I might take a day off next week.
How about Tuesday?
Are you off on Tuesday?
Yes.
For real? Oh, I guess I'm taking Tuesday off then. That's decided.
Well, what do you want to do?
Stripers?
Chris, what are you up to?
Chris is in New Jersey. He's too far away.
How far into New Jersey? It's not even that.
Actually, technically, we would probably be halfway between each other.
Okay, that's kind of a haul for him if you don't want to.
Yeah, it's a 3+ hour drive for smaller stripers.
We're stupid. So 3 hours just is like, well, let's just wake up earlier.
You know that's going to be a hella early day, right?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Because we got to get through Hartford.
I do, but at the same time, it's like, well, post-Christmas.
And honestly, the traffic will be moderately light because a lot of people will be off day after Christmas, but we still got to get through Hartford.
Well, we're going through Hartford at 4:30 in the morning. It's not going to be an issue.
Shouldn't be. Yeah, but it means we got to be leaving Milford. Well, we got to be through Hartford by 6 a.m.
We could leave at like 4.
So we got to leave here 4. All right, that's doable. We could do that. All right, stripers, take the day off. Tell my boss tomorrow. Remember how I said I wasn't going to take any time off?
We don't have to go. We can go somewhere else. We could go to
Candlewood, Champlain. I don't care where we go. What we go for, it's just got to be one of those bigger bodies of water where I know we're going to catch fish.
Yeah, dude.
I'll just call Kevin. Like, hey, give me a spot on Winnie.
I don't want to go back there.
No.
I legit could go the rest of my life without fishing that lake and not be mad about it.
Lesson 101, one of 101 on why not to fish Lake Winnipesaukee. Dude, we went out to Winnie on Sunday. We launched at a Back Bay in Wolfboro, and I knew of 2 spots. And my friend Dennis gave me 2 spots. And my friend Cameron gave us like another 6 or 7 spots. And so I actually went and looked at a circle of those spots we fished. We fished 18 different spots when we were up there.
I believe it. We ran almost the entire lake.
Yep, and that's just the greater Wolfboro area between Wolfboro and Rattlesnake Island. Then we went all the way over to Long Island and Braun Bay. So we actually hit technically 20 different spots in the whole day. And all for 4 smallmouth and 1 laker. Could not find that wintering hole where they were stacked to save our lives, man. And can't say we didn't try, because holy hell did we run a lot of water. And we fished from 8 to 2:30, and then we had to get off the water because the rain was starting to move in. So I wanted to get
/snow/fog/ who knows what it was.
Yeah, we got the cover on like 5 minutes before it started like raining. So that was fun. Just never been up there this time of the year, so I knew it was going to be a bit of a gamble going up there trying to figure it out. And we did everything we usually do, man. I mean, like, we had help. I specifically reached out. I'm like, we're going to have limited time anyway because this time of the year, but with the rain coming in the afternoon, like, we're going to really have limited time. So we need help. We need just a hint of where to go. And we had more than a hint, and none of them panned out. And I don't know if those areas just weren't firing off, or because we saw plenty of fish.
No, we didn't.
I didn't say a lot of fish. I said we saw plenty of fish.
It wasn't plenty because it wasn't enough.
Right. Well, that's what I was trying to get at, though. Like, were they just shut off on that side of the lake? That doesn't make any sense because Kevin was on a different area of the lake and they hammered him.
Yeah, I know.
Same day.
2 other boats that hammered him that day. I almost guarantee they're all within
spit distance of each other.
Yeah, a few hundred yards of each other.
Yeah, well, we never saw them. We covered half the lake. No idea. So,
Is what it is.
It happens. That's part of the adventure, right? You go out, you try, sometimes you fail. Just sucks when I got skunked the weekend before, and then we get our teeth kicked in last weekend, and short time to fish this weekend. And then we're rapidly running out of relatively close areas to fish here for a couple months.
Well, it should be all right for a little while with this water.
New Hampshire's done. As of the 1st of January. The only water that will still be open that we can actually get my boat into will be off limits because they're designated lake trout lakes. So we'll be stuck going, I say stuck, Vermont,
the way that
Champlain,
this year's going so far, I think we're going to have ice not that soon.
Truth.
I think we should be okay for at least another few weeks.
All right, going down. Wow, I missed a lot. Oh, Samatus. Jamie, good evening, sir. And then I saw your other comment. It sucks to suck. Yes, it does. Shut your mouth.
I'm used to it, though.
Joe, when you find a rock, let it stay. Very natural crayfish to hide bass. You will find it. Just saying. Dude, when I get bumped up into a rock, clunk, 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 hold, pop, thump. That is so dead consistent, it's not even funny. Chris said, I'm catching big ones. I am looking. Wow. There's a lot of comments. You guys are awesome. Mike, Lee's Mills. So it's funny. We actually almost launched out of Center Harbor area because I know that area better. But it would be like, okay, I know this area really well for middle of October and try and figure out where they would go from there for this time of the year. Or
pave it.
We have 10 different spots that between my spots and the spots we got from friends, in total of 10 spots we could have fished in the greater Wolfboro area. It's like, that's less of a gamble. Should have stuck with the gut. Should have went to the Center Harbor side. I think we would have better success over there. Plus, I did have 2 spots from a friend in that area too. On top, like one of them I already knew about because I do well over there with the kids. The 4 years I did the high school stuff. The other spot I had not fished, but it's whatever. Can't keep thinking about it like that. Now we have hindsight, guiding us. Yeah, I'm just annoyed that we didn't do better.
Yeah, Jamie. Sucks to suck. I hope your pond doesn't freeze. I'm just kidding. If it does, I want to come play hockey.
Mark, Northeast Bass Fishing. What's Newfound Lake like now, assuming it's not iced up? It is definitely not iced up. If I had to take a guess, with Winnie being 42 on Sunday, Newfound was probably 40. 40, 41, because it's big. It's not windy big, but
So perfect temps.
perfect temps to get skunked. I don't know what it is about that lake, man.
We also haven't fished it the way that we fish
Now.
cold water now.
True. It's been 5 years since we last gave it a shot. Last time we fished there,
Oh, yeah.
this late in the year, was literally the last day you can fish it, December 31st. For those that are not aware of New Hampshire laws, a designated lake trout lake, regardless of conditions, you can only open water fish it April 1st through December 31st, and you can only fish through the ice January 1st through March 31st. Even if the lake stayed ice-free all year long, you cannot fish on it from January 1 through March 31st. So we went up there December 31st, 5 years ago. It was a gorgeous day as far as bluebird skies, no wind, but it was cold. It was only in like mid-20s. The ramp area kept icing over because it's really shallow right there. There was enough ice on the southern end below the island that guys were out there in four-wheelers and snowmobiles and then like one of those 6x6
Big
things.
yeah, what the hell those things called? I forget.
Yeah, dragging out their ice shacks, getting ready for ice fishing day.
were
To start
fishing.
the day after. And they watched us drive by with the bass boat. We had to pour down a lot of sand on the ramp because there was 2 inches of solid ice blocking it. But we got out there. To this day, and that's not the only time I've been out there.
Argo.
Late.
That's what it is.
Argo. Okay. I've never seen smelt stacked up like I have at Newfound
that
this
was
late in the year.
wild.
It's insane. And you can see fish going through them. Down low, smallies, up high, trout. I'm trying to think. I've been out there this like late, like middle of November and later 4 times now. Skunked every time. I can't figure him out. But to your point, we haven't fished out there knowing what we do now.
Could be good.
You want to go gamble up on that on Sunday?
It's only an hour and a half away.
True. If we
It's
do
not
that
far.
and we're on the road at noon, so if we're up there 7 to
Oh,
noon.
the half day on Sunday.
Yeah, that's the only problem. I might be able to push it a little bit.
No, don't push it. Christmas Eve, be with your kids.
Yeah, I know. We're going to my dad's. Sorry, I got to be to my dad's in Nashua at 4.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the new place. I was like, I'll just
No.
drive up, and then you can just drive right there.
Yeah, true. Well, anyway. So, dude, I don't know. It's a wild lake.
Oh, I have an idea.
I'm ready.
No, I can't tell you on stream.
Okay. Text it or you're going to forget.
I will.
Kevin, I doubt Champ will lock. Dude, I mean, I know all this past winter, there's a big portion down in the middle that did not ice up. Guys were fishing out there almost the entire winter. We open water fished it in Mallett's Bay on January 2nd. Can't. That's a designated trout pond.
I should have known that. Ice fishing there. Yeah, okay. You're right.
Wait, no. It's not a designated trout
No, it's
pond.
not, because you can ice fish
Because
it.
you can ice fish it. I take that back. Water's drawn down, though. That's the place they draw down the winter.
That ramp would suck drawn down.
Yep. So anyway, yeah, there's. I forget what we were talking about. Yeah, Champ. I don't think it's gonna lock up either. Bow potato, Sean. Don't park your nitro heading downhill at all in heavy rain. Your console side rod locker will flood. Awesome. Pretty sure it flooded on me the other day. Oh, so fun fact. With all the high winds and the heavy rains, I had my travel cover on. Woke up. Whole thing was like caved in hard. Like, all right. Got dressed. Put on my rain jacket, went out, my pitcher, and I started scooping it out. But when I got out to the boat, the way the cover had been weighted down and pulled it over the rubber on the side, it pulled open my gas cap. So my gas cap was open in the pouring rain for I don't know how long. So I don't know how much water got in there. And I don't know what to do.
Just siphon it out. Did you just fill the tank?
When we got off the water, there was like 65% full. So I don't know.
No, it was 58.
Was it?
Yep. I remember seeing it. I don't know why that stuck in my head, but nothing else can.
I mean, realistically, how much water could have gotten in there during the rain? And 1 and 2, I don't know how long it was open in the rain. I just remember waking up, going out, and I'm like, well, that's great.
Is it a clear
Closed it.
tank?
No. Is my best bet to siphon out 26 gallons of gas?
I mean, yeah. Honestly.
What the hell do I do with it?
Burn it. Pour it over the boat, burn it, take the insurance money, go buy a 2024. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Yeah, you could add stable to it.
Gordy, drain it. Jamie, hammer down. Jamie, I'm starting to think that maybe you're not a good influence.
Jamie, a good influence? I can see that. I can see him being a good influence.
Dry gas. Yeah, Kevin. Dry gas and
Dry gas would work too, yeah.
stable.
It's not going to get it all out, but it'll...
Yeah, but I guess that's the thing. Wait, I wonder if they make little like strips so you can test it with. I'd have to put it all the way down through the feeder tube though. Like to get it really down in there.
Well, if it's water float on top of gas, or is it the other way around? I don't remember the density thing.
No, I can look it up. But yeah, you're right. Like, is the density different enough that they separate?
I believe the water... No, water doesn't sit on top. Does the water sit on top? I don't remember. No, water goes to the bottom, I believe.
Drain it.
I'm just trying to think of dirt bikes. My two-stroke, but two-stroke gas has oil in it, so it's going to float. I don't remember. You could always suck it out. Once we figure out what goes higher, what goes lower, we'll suck it out until it's pure gas. And then you'll be good to go.
Mark said water is heavier. He also said no amount of dry gas will save that.
No, you're right. Water is heavier. Okay, so we'll suck the water...
From the bottom?
No, from the top. Put it down. Drain like half of it out. Drain like 12 gallons out. You should be fine.
Fuck.
You gotta start from the top, though. It's not that bad. 10 gallons. 2 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah, and then again, do what with it?
Dig a hole.
She's not under that kind of warranty.
It's like feeding the loons, but feeding the squirrels.
So, just starting from the top. Gordy, drain it. Jamie, hammer down. Kevin, gotta come out. Mark, top it off and add stable.
We'll figure it out. It's probably fine.
Kevin, dry gas. Mark, no amount of dry gas will save that.
Was the cap... Wait, was the cover off?
Totally exposed to the weather.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, there was like not a prayer in hell that thing wasn't being... It definitely had to have gotten water in there. There's way too much rain pouring way too hard. Like, and I just don't know how long it was open. What does the fuel gauge say now? Actually, that's a good question. I could just go put power to it tomorrow.
See, Jamie's a good influence.
Dig a hole, burn some wood, break some bottles behind Wawa. Jamie's a true Massachusetts native.
I like him. He's a good dude. We get along.
All right. We'll figure it out. $10 fuel pump from Amazon. Make life easy. Burn it in the truck. Wait, do I not want to put watered gas in my truck, though?
It's a Toyota. What's going to happen? You should have seen the shit I put my Tacoma through.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
I've had plenty of water in that thing.
What movie? Dude, I don't remember what movie that line's from. Behind Wawa.
Behind.
I don't know. You got me beat. All right. I'm going back to the chat because I'm just...
Can't remember what
Bo Potato,
side I put my shoes
Ticonderoga
on.
in March if you can get to launch. Champ is almost flood stage as of today. Damn, all right. Gordy, are you planning on striper fishing this winter? Actually, as a matter of fact, I think that's what we might do on Tuesday.
Want to go?
Dennis is off all next week, and he was asking if we could take him out.
Sorry, Gordy. We do need to get Gordy out, though.
David said the octane goes to shite once water gets absorbed by the ethanol. Oh.
Stable.
All right. Figure it out. Oh, Bob. What is the shallowest lake you caught smallmouth? Oh, and it's Doucette. Okay.
I told you.
You're right. I'm sorry. I thought it was Duquette. I had it wrong. Doucette.
CE is...
Yeah, fine. I give you that. All right, shallowest lake you caught smallmouth, like I'm assuming at least moderately good sized ones.
Max depth 13 feet.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just trying to think. No, 10 feet. It's been a long time since I've Silver Lake and Hollis. Good luck finding a smallie in there now.
Dude.
Dude, that
There's
place
smallies in there?
20 years ago. Nope, 25 years ago.
That place is gross.
The last time I caught a smallmouth there, I was a wee little shit with my dad. A little John boat. We used to catch good smallies there. That would have been 25 years ago when I was 13 years old. Damn, I'm getting old. But
Damn, 25 years ago I was 13.
no, 25 years ago I was 13.
How old was I then?
How old are you now?
I don't know. I'm over 30. I forgot. I stopped counting.
33, right?
What year is it? Yeah.
I was thinking it was Rob Williams from Jumanji. What year is it? Who said that? Dan? No, wait. Which one are you looking at?
Yeah.
Do Whalum Lake the tournament? I'd love to. I would love to. But all right. So anyway, 10 feet for me, 13 feet collectively for the two of us beyond that. There's plenty of small, shallower bodies of water you can find that have good smallmouth. As long as it's got a really good forage base in it, they can still thrive. And there's a lot of people that say they need deep water to do it. And yes and no. There's plenty of ponds that we've fished that, average depth, max depth is like 20 feet. And they're still donkey smallmouth in those places. They've been there for a long time. You don't need a ton. As long as there's enough forage for them, you're not going to light up the scoreboard for a good portion of that summer months. But boy, I tell you, spring and fall, you're going to crack them. Oh, yeah, there's all the comments about load her up with additive and give her the corn. She's on warranty. She's not on that kind of warranty. David, yes, water to the bottom. Big issues once the ethanol gets absorbed, the octane of the fuel goes to crap. Okay. That 4S will shut down anyway. Siphon it out and sell it. Oh, yeah, check the fuel gauge. All right, I'll do that. Chris, I'm free on Tuesday. Chris, come on up. Jerry, Merry Christmas to all you. Be safe, enjoy family and friends. Jerry, you have a very Merry Christmas as well.
Merry Christmas, Jerry and Hunter and the whole Russo family. And all my friends down in Florida.
Oh, no, Jamie, I didn't see a link pop up. I think the chat is protected from anybody being able to share links. We had to do it that way because remember when we first started this, all those like spam bot accounts that came in popping up porn links left, right, and center?
Yeah, it was great. I was clicking on all of them when I got home.
Admins, ban everything. And it's like, wait.
Sitting here like, dude, we'll check this one out later.
Holy crap. Connecticut River was in most launch parking lots I saw today. Yeah, I can't imagine Connecticut River, how bad it is.
Bring back the pouring links.
I was thinking about that. I was like, ooh, Connecticut. That could be fun with all that rain. Then I was like, no, that's too much rain. Water temperature is going to be really good, though, for like another 2 weeks.
Did they get a total of how much rain we got through that storm?
I saw anywhere from 6 to 8 inches.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yep. And what made it worse in a lot of areas in higher elevation was, like, there was a couple of pockets of Maine that got 6 inches of rain, but they also had all that snow.
What'd they say, like 1 inch is 1 foot of snow?
Something like that, yeah.
We would have had 6 feet of snow in that.
Holy shit. Yeah, just an astronomical amount of rain.
And the wind.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I have decided, come this spring, I'm finally biting the bullet and I'm buying one of those metal carports.
Do it.
I have to, dude, especially after that rain, what it did to the cover. What a nightmare. It's great for towing. Sucks for holding water back.
You gonna get a metal one or just a cloth one? Brian has a cloth one and it works just fine.
The only thing about the cloth one is like when it's very like out and visible, they're tacky. There's no way around it. They're kind of gaudy.
It's just it's a boat cover.
I know, but so I found I can't remember. Shelters in New England, which is based in Nashua. Mm-hmm. So they have one. It's like a really nice gunmetal gray for the roof and all the piping and stuff. So like something that's just very, very neutral. And they also sell a kit that you can wrap the sides with like dark gray kind of tarp covering, but it's heavy duty with a flap that basically creates a door. So in the winter, I can put that on the sides, and in the summer, I can just take it all off.
That'd be
leave it out.
sweet.
But then that way in the winter...
You just need something with walls and a roof that you can put a heater in and be good to go.
Bingo. And it doesn't need to be much. It literally just needs to be above freezing.
Yeah. Like a propane heater.
Yeah. That's it. With all those fumes in there, it'd be fine.
Yeah,
fine.
good.
How's my insurance looking? We up to date on that? Dan, getting some more Strike King and 6 cents in, going to be like Christmas at the Expo. Dude, can't wait. I just remembered that I have to get some emails out for hoodies to get that squared away. I'm doing one hoodie color to simplify this, because holy crap is this expensive. Army green? Like a true army green?
With what color logo?
We can do either white or black. Black it is. It'd be the same for both logos.
Or you could do a black sweatshirt with army green lettering.
We've done a black sweatshirt, though.
You're wearing it.
I know. Looks great.
I looked in the thing. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're wearing it.
But I want to change it up. I want to do something we haven't done yet.
Yeah.
If we were going to do black again, I would have got these
Green
again.
and black. That'd be sick.
But it's got to be like a true army green, like an olive green.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that Filthy Anglers one that we both had at one point, I think. Like that was a true army green.
Which one? I can't remember. Why can't I remember it?
I don't know. Anyway, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like true army green. Okay. Because the one that I got the initial quote on was not a true army green. It was like Christmassy green. Like not really like a true Christmassy green, but it was on that
What color? It's
You're saying
camo.
it should be like that.
That or that one.
So
No matter
that's
what,
the
they're
color
gonna
I
have
got
an army
quoted.
green sweatshirt. You're just gonna have to pick probably from like 2 or 3 different colors.
Right. So that's the color I kind of got quoted, where it's like more of an emeraldy green. I want something like that.
Do
like
a camo.
Olive drab. Could do camo. Well, we have decisions
Nah, we'll do
to make.
green. We'll just do green.
All right.
Plain white shirts. I'm just gonna go to freaking Walmart, buy a bunch of Hanes t-shirts and sell them to you fools for like $30 a piece.
Yeah, dude, rivers flooding everything was crazy. Vermont,
Olive
New Hampshire,
drab.
Maine, you guys got it bad. Yeah, olive drab is it. Edward, thank you.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Yeah, Jamie's got new hoodies rocking out too. New Smatus hoodie, Real American
Yeah,
Bait Company
dude.
logo. That's gonna look so sick.
Yep, those are sweet.
Massing and bassing. I'd buy the crap out of an Army Green 603 hoodie. Well, you're in luck, sir, because that's what we're gonna do for this run. At least for the New England show. And then depending upon what we do for quantities on that, I may end up having to place another order, in which case just do the same thing again, or probably just do the same thing again. That would make more sense. Or maybe like small run of that again and then bring in another color again. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're getting there.
Do like navy blue and white. Like this.
Ooh.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
With the white.
Yep. That looks sick.
Fresh.
Mark, black with orange lettering, like my boat. Green and black would be sweet. All right, green and black it is. You guys also do the Swimbait Expo. No, they're not doing the Swimbait Expo this year. There's only going to be 2 expos this year. The New England Fishing Expo, February 2nd through the 4th, and then the New Hampshire Outdoor Expo, which will be...
You guys doing the
not
Milford
looking
show
for a
too, I
calendar
assume?
whatsoever.
Yes.
March 15th through the 17th.
We live in Milford, so we will be there for sure. I don't know if Steve's doing the Milford one or not.
He did 1 year.
So if not, then I'll actually be able to work. So, sorry guys, but I'm not going to be able to work the Real Northern Bass booth this year. I'm going to be working the Bass Fishing Electronics booth because he's my boss and I have to listen to what he says. So, I will still see you guys there. I can't see it.
We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. Whatever.
I should text him like, yo, man, you're poaching my boy. He's like, screw you, I actually pay him. I'm like, I don't have money to get paid.
If we do that pitching and flipping little game thing again, I am
No.
not have any. Sorry if you guys bring your kids and I had to take care of your kids as you guys were shopping, but it was fun. I had a good time doing it, teaching kids how to flip and pitch and stuff, but that was a lot.
Jamie calling sick Andrew.
Just like across the hall. Hey, Steve.
I thought you said you were sick. I was sick of your shit this weekend. Sick of Brian's shit.
Actually, I think I'm getting a room down there, too.
I will be driving back and forth because Christy said she's going to be there the whole weekend to help out.
He asked me if,
do
I want a room or do you want to drive? I'm like, well, I've driven every single year and it sucks. So
you're not wrong, dude.
If you can get me a room, that'd be great. So I think he's getting me a room.
Sick. Yeah, make your life a lot easier. Mm-hmm. We could find sushi while we're down there. Sushi and hibachi.
Oh, hibachi.
Because Chrissy can eat hibachi. I just want sushi.
Steve went to hibachi tonight, I think.
Did he? I went to Saki House for sushi today for lunch. It's quite good.
Where?
Saki House.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yep.
Not horrible.
That's like the third time I've had it in the last 3 weeks.
You should go to Jade.
You know what?
Jade
I haven't
sushi
yet
is good.
because
Their food is... Actually, their food is pretty good, but their sushi's bomb.
Okay, here's the thing. When it comes to lunch and work, I'm exceptionally lazy. If they do not have online ordering, I do not go. With
I'm not
the
saying
exception
for
of
lunch. I'm just saying in general, you should go there and get sushi.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
let's go there sometime.
Okay. Done. Easy peasy. Like, you need to really twist my arm about it. There you go. Massing and Bassing. It's a good sushi place in Sudbury. Thank you, sir. Love it. Alec in Marlboro? I'm on it. Yes, Marlboro. Yeah, I don't know about the flipping and pitching thing this year. I think we might skip it. Because I just, especially for the New England show, because he's got to work for his work, I'm just going to be spread really thin. And it's going to be tough enough to do the seminars, and I really want to do that. And especially, like, bringing stuff down, to have to bring down rods and have to manage them, help people out while they're doing it. Like, dude, it's a lot.
Those are
like,
personal rods, the ones we use, too. So it's like...
Yeah. So I
ain't
don't
cheap.
know. I don't think we're going to. All right, dude, tell you what, it's been a little over an hour. This is good. We had a lot of good discussions. We appreciate you guys as always. Before you go, if you haven't done it yet, drop a like on the stream, please. It helps immensely. So again, next week, we will have Jonathan Kelly, Elite Series Angler, for the show. Next week, the week after, we'll have Ben Nowak, big YouTuber from the Upper Peninsula in the Midwest.
On
the glove. Yep, he used over right about there.
Yep.
I remembered. Yeah, it's going to be good. And we will absolutely see you guys at the New England Fishing Expo in Marlborough, Mass. If you guys can make it, that would be awesome. I'm going to have hoodies for sure. Hats, definitely. I don't know what else we're going to do after that because I got to tell you that price tag is racking up real fast right now. The plus side, I can use my work bonus, which I didn't think I was going to get for some. I just don't know. I was cautiously optimistic. And it was phenomenal. It's the first real bonus I've gotten in my whole life. And it was awesome. So I can use that to cover for the time being, which would be nice because it's like the money technically to me is not even there. So it's technically like the money doesn't go out.
True.
Makes life a little bit easier.
Yeah, when I get a paycheck, I'm like, well, if I didn't have the money anyway.
Apex Entertainment Center is sushi spots in Marlboro.
Perfect.
Yes.
Alec, you want to come get sushi with us?
Dude. Sushi, go-karts.
Oh, go-karts!
Yes. They got the fast go-karts, too.
Man, you are getting stuffed.
I've got a lot more body mass to me. Go ahead. Get close to me.
I'm nimble.
Put you in that wall.
I'm nimble.
I swear to God, if you try to ram it to me, I'll put you through that fucking wall.
Build a wall for the next 20 years. Put you through every single fucking one of them. Sorry.
I need to watch that show again.
It's on Netflix still.
F is for Family. One of the funniest cartoons I've ever seen.
If you like Bill Burr and you like cartoons,
That's all you gotta know.
There you go.
Bill Burr behind it. You know it's good.
more F words than Jesus. I don't know. I don't even know what to compare it to.
So help me. I will put you through that fucking wall.
Speaking of putting through wall,
Do your thing.
we will see you guys next week. Thank you guys actually anyway for coming out and spending time with us. 603 Go-Kart Expo meetup. Yes, sure. Anyway.
Dude, snowboarding and go-karts this winter.
Yeah. Cool.
This is going to be the
And
greatest
sushi.
off season for us ever. And sushi.
Okay. Anyway. We will see you guys next week. And as always, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/ReelNorthernBass. I kind of nailed it.
You got it.
All right, cool. Well, we will see you guys next week. Love you all. Adios, muchachos.
Have a great night, everybody.